When MG first showed this as a concept car, everybody thought it was a big gimmick. Yeah, you know what, just show this really cool looking car and say it's electric, and yeah, nobody really bought into it. Once the car came out and people started driving it, that's when it silenced a lot of critics, because it's not the fastest or the most exhilarating electric, certainly not the fastest or most exhilarating sports car, but it's a convertible. It has pretty good handling, nice precise steering, goes around corners quite well, and yes, it's plenty fast. Great, looks like I told you everything about the car, so no need to watch any more, right? Wrong, because there's a lot more to tell you about this Roadster. The Cyberster isn't about theatrics alone. Underneath, it packs a dual motor all-wheel drive setup, pumping out 503 bhp, enough to sprint 0 to 100 km per hour in 3.2 seconds. For context, that's quicker than a Porsche 911 Carrera. Yet it's also got the goods for our Indian conditions. The adaptive suspension absorbs potholes, and the 77 kWh battery claims over 500 kilometers WLTP range. Now they call it X power in some markets like Germany and GT in others. There's also a single motor rear wheel drive variant called either Trophy or single engine. That also has decent figures. Slightly higher range on this one, as it's also about 100 kgs lighter. It still does 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds. And yes, it will likely be launched later in India too. The car has classic Roadster looks, is low slung, and has 116mm ground clearance that's comparable to Roadsters like the Mercedes SL. Now this might need to be raised a little bit for India. And it's also about as long as a Hyundai Alcazar, for context. Its lighting is eye-catching, especially those connected taillights. Well, it is certainly the kind of design that gets everybody's attention. The fact that the roof goes down, even more attention. That color only adds to it. And then there's this. Those scissor doors make parking lots your personal red carpet, don't they? The Cyberster's design is pure sci-fi, aggressive lines, cyberpunk LED taillights. Step inside the Cyberster and suddenly your daily commute feels like you've hijacked a spaceship in the best possible way. The first thing you'll notice, that futuristic driver-focused cockpit with the 3 screens. It's like MG raided a sci-fi prop department and said, yes, all of this please. The materials? Surprisingly posh for an affordable electric Roadster. Soft touch surfaces, metallic accents, the nice two-tone, the seats that really hug you just enough to feel sporty. The red and black is standard and it's very well finished. Tech, the infotainment system is slick, responsive, and thankfully not buried under sub-menus. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard. But there are quirks. Those two 7-inch screens on the left and right of the 10.25-inch virtual cluster screen are a cool design innovation. They're good quality, but the steering blocks the view to those screens. And so things like Apple CarPlay or Google Maps, it's not very practical. There are other quirks. The storage is optimistic. Glove box, tiny. Cup holders, basically an afterthought. But hey, it's a 2-seat sports car. If you wanted practicality, you'd buy an MPV. The soft top folds up quickly while on the move. While that's not new to convertibles, it's always cool to have. And it only adds to this car being a total attention hog. And that leads you to making attention-seeking decisions. Screw it. Who am I kidding? That's complete. Let's go. The Cyberster is fast. It's okay around corners, and so it's not a true blue sports car. Its steering could be a lot sharper. As a roadster, it delivers the goods, because most of it is in the sex appeal and attitude. It will be sold by MG's new Select dealer network, which is for the fancier, pricier cars. Prices are expected to be around the same positioning that this car gets in Europe. That means we're talking around 68 to 70 lakh rupees. Honestly, staying sub 70 is exactly the way to do this. We'll bring in way more orders than what any of us expect. And then bringing the rear wheel drive at say 60 lakh rupees will be the clincher. Even lower is even better. Will really set the market on fire, because this Roadster has a lot going for it. Looks, cool factor, tech and performance. And it is an EV too. Only thing it doesn't have is the badge, and that is where a juicy price will really help.